Hello all. Alright, this is a response to Michael, and let me show you what he wrote and what Mark wrote. Okay, both of these two commenters brought up really good points, but I still don't think my idea is bad. I think it's an excellent idea. If the oceans are going to be dead anyway, why not exploit the waves for the electricity? And since you're going to be building anyway to get away from the heat, humans will do that. Global climate change doesn't come at one big lump. It comes in pieces, bits and pieces. The oceans will begin to rise and flood some people out, bits and pieces. Have a heat wave, like let's say in Oklahoma here in the US, that wipes out 20,000 or 60,000 or 100,000. Then you may have a tornado that's so big that wipes out an entire city and kills over 500,000. That's how climate change is going to happen at first. Then you're going to have, of course, starvation, famine, water. It's going to be very difficult to find clean water or food of any kind. You've got almost 7.5 billion people. Here, let's go look at how many people we have right now. So as you can see, we're still climbing fast with the amount of humans on this planet. And no matter how efficient you get, you're going to need tons, just gigantic amounts of power. First of all, to run the air conditioners that you'll need throughout the world as the heat waves begin. Secondly, you're going to have some kind of greenhouses so you can grow your food, since outdoor food is going to be completely decimated by heat. Tornadoes, hailstorms, terrific rain, wind, it's all going to happen, and there's not a damn thing we can do about it. We know what's coming right now. There's no way out of it. So my thinking is, if you're going to have to live somewhere, why not live on the ocean? It's going to be cooler, especially if this whole city on the ocean could slowly move from place to place if it needed to escape heat or go further north or further south, depending on where you are. Acidification wouldn't stop that from happening. And if you could find a place that wasn't so acidified, I don't think acidification is a uniform ocean event. I think it would be along where cities are and where rivers flow out into the oceans, and where air pollution is the thickest, which would be the cities along the ocean. So that's where your acidification would be the worst. So I think if you could bring the city out and have an all-electric city with completely efficient way of greenhouse, you'd have to grow your own food and so on and so forth, you might get a generation or two more out of humanity and life. You could bring life onto this platform, save it from the overheating continents, which will become so hot you will not be able to live anywhere on them. So you've got no choice, and that would maybe give you enough time to get out into space and learn to be a space race. You know, all this is going to take trillions of dollars, billions of human scientific hours. Papers need to be written, studies need to be done, engineering, a lot of it. So I think at this point, because we're so dire, and I don't think I can exactly just give up, I'm going to come up with ideas I feel that might have a chance. Maybe the final outcome isn't anything like what I said, but the overall concept is there, and it can be used. Maybe if you don't put buildings on top, you just put weight, and just the weight itself uses the points of electric generation, and then can feed cities on shore possibly. I don't know if they're long, and for mile after mile it shouldn't interfere too much with the ocean, as long as you don't get too carried away with them. You're going to have to deal with your population. It's way over control. You're going to have to deal with where you're going to get food from. And then Michael brought up rare earths. Where are the rare earths elements going to be coming from, since we're running out of those very quickly, which we are, and there's only a few places on Earth where you can get them, and China's got most of the mining rights to those now. Another stupid reason, Trump, why you should never go to war with China. They have the only rare earths. And since we do not recycle rare earths, you've got a point there. That's going to be very difficult in the future. What are we going to do about no rare earths? You're going to have to really get into something like silicone. See if you can, replace rare earths with silicone. That's what I meant by huge amounts of money have to go into research. But I certainly do appreciate you guys putting your comments on here. They're really thought out, and a lot of people on here are a lot smarter than I am. So just keep the comments going. I can't really respond by writing right now, because if I do, I mess them all up and I can't see any of the comments. So that's why I'm not doing too much in the way of responding. I can respond to maybe one or two people, but anything after that, it gets the comment section all messed up. Google, your comment section is so broken. That bell thing, you throw comments out there and you have no idea what video they're on, who's right, just complete chaos at Google. I don't know. Are they one of those companies that's going to soon be dying? And that's why they're desperately trying to come up with anything and everything under the sun as being Google and succeeding at almost nothing. Jeez. But anyway, I certainly do appreciate all the comments, and the comments on the last video. And on a cold, on and off rainy day, sun right now here in California. Until next time.